afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman. But not for the next 26 days, I won't be. Hell no. I am off, just leaving work. Yes, it's a little later than I thought. We're looking at 5:35 Eastern Time as I leave work. A little under an hour of overtime. A lot of packages, people. A little rough. It's growing back in. Relax. A lot of packages, everybody. We got some news. News. Stephon Gilmore, as we know, Dallas traded Nation. Yes, it's still out. Beautiful day out today. Stephon, we traded Nation Wright for Booth, his name is. Kind of like what happened last year when we traded Boss Man Fat for Noah Igbenogany, who's no longer on the team. Here we fast forward. Nation Wright wasn't making the team. We'll see. But the emergence. Wow, she's just going to walk right out in front. Okay. Man, maybe look to your right. Alrighty then. The emergence of Kalen Carson, the human seatbelt, or whatever they call him, the walking seatbelt, locking shit up on the first team with Diggs being out. He is all that and then some. Eagle fans, you guys are excited about Kenyon Mitchell? Hello? Sorry about that. I had a phone call. But as I was saying, Nation Wright wasn't making the team, so that's fine. Breaking news, Stephon Gilmore is headed to Minnesota to work out. And listen, we were not bringing him back with our emergence of our young corners. That's what they were waiting to see, people. Now, if we suffer injury, then okay, but Jordan Lewis, a year removed from that foot injury, a year and a half, a full year removed from that nasty foot injury. Looks really good. So he's our 3. Kalen Carson's our 4. Eric Scott Jr. is our 5. We are deep at the cornerback spot. So Stephon Gilmore is heading to Minnesota for a workout. We'll see what happens. Good for him. That being said, circling back to this morning's video, Brandon Ayuk is down to 2 teams. He has put himself in a corner. That's not how you negotiate, Brandon. I guess in the end, if he gets his money, he gets his money. Nice blinker. The Domino Pizza guy. I think he owns a joint. He got dings on every corner of his vehicle. Yet, like you wonder why, bro. Deliver the pizza carefully. Anyway, as I was saying, he's down to 2 teams. Brandon Ayuk down to 2. The Pittsburgh Steelers or return to the 49ers. And if he wants to get paid, you better go to the Steelers. Do I think he wants to go to the Steelers? Hell nah. Nah. Hell to the nah. There ain't no way he wants to go to the Steelers. I don't know. You let me know what you think, what you would do. I don't think he wants to go to the Steelers, though. So, but real quick, shout out to the men's USA basketball. I was listening it to at the end. Shout out to Gold for the 5th straight time. It got a little hairy there. France. Shout out to France. I'm thinking if Joel Embiid would have picked France to play for, they might have had a shot. But in the end, Curry was too much. Curry was draining ridiculous. He was on fire. Back in the old game, NBA Jam, when the ball would be like a fireball. That's what he was, just draining threes from all over at the end of that game. Clutch, clutch, clutch. Shout out to Kevin Durant. He's a finisher also. So very, very, very happy that Team USA was able to win. You got to remember, most of these teams, I'm not going to speak for France, most of these teams, they're a tight-knit group. It's a different officiated game, a different played game. More along the lines of a tournament, guard heavy. You need athletic centers, and Wembanyama, my God, does he have a future. But you Sixer fans, I want that power forward for France. We need somebody to get some rebounds. Give me that guy. He's been in Spain for years. He said he's not closing the door on the NBA. If an NBA team calls, he'll answer, but he's not going to go because he's been trying to get back, he's been trying to get into the NBA. The Sixers need rebounding. Go get this guy. My Lord, he was a thorn. He was a thorn in our side getting them offensive rebounds. But that being said, shout out to the U.S. team. Circling back to the NFL, I got a lot of listen, my video this morning was very, very nice about the Eagles. I say one thing about their defense, and now, no, Dallas defense is going to suck. Okay, we were top 10 last year, and our defense is better than your defense. All right? Dallas defense is better than the Eagles defense. You could mark it now. You can mark it in September. You can mark it when we play you. Watch and learn. Do not get carried away with your defense. I love Jalen Carter. I love the young guy, Kenyon Mitchell. I don't love him any more than Kalen Carson, who we got in round 5. Kalen Carson's got multiple interceptions, and in his scheme, he looks every bit the part. They are jumping. I told you guys about him when they drafted him, but nobody listened to me. Maybe now you listen to me. You haven't heard me talk about a corner like this since who? Deron Bland. So, again, is it going to be a work in progress? Yes, it is. But assuming CD comes back, and that's a pretty easy assumption, he's not going to lose $1 million a game, then we're going to put up points, people. And our defense is really good. You don't have to believe it, Eagle fans. That's fine. But I was very generous and kind. I said you had a lot of guys look good. You harp on one or two things I say. That's one thing about Eagle fans that sometimes annoys me. You can't take a compliment and just go and just be happy. You got to pick out the one negative thing because you think you're going 16-0 or 15-1 or Philly 500. You're winning 14 games. You ain't winning 14 games this year. All right? Maybe 12. Yeah, I haven't did my wins and losses. Stay tuned for that in the next couple weeks, most likely. I want to see another preseason game. Then I'll be ready to drop those, make them and drop them. But, listen. You guys hear what you want to hear. I was glowing praise. And I'm going to tell you now, my Cowboy fans, do not expect a very well-played game tomorrow by the Cowboys. They're not playing hardly anybody, number one, on offense or defense that are, as far as injury. They're going to play all young guys. But they're making the 3-hour trek the same day of the game. That's never a good thing. They're literally going to get on a bus. I believe it's a 3-hour drive from Oxnard to L.A. with the traffic. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I thought that's what it was. Put in the comments if you know. But they're traveling the morning of the game. And it's a 3:30 local, or 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 local start. So think about that. 1:30 in the afternoon on the West Coast. They're going to have sea legs for the first half of the game. And that'll be interesting. So I could see it now. I could say, oh my God, they looked horrible. Okay. Just remember that. I hope they don't look horrible, but I'm just saying, Why they would do that, I don't know. You that cheap, Jerry Jones? You can't get a room? Leave the night? You know, get a room? Whatever. But, yeah, so, and don't forget tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, Primetime Phil. Please go check out Primetime Phil tonight. I'll actually put the link in this video. Primetime Phil, 8 o'clock tonight, and we will have a live stream talking everything NFL and Cowboys, whatever you guys want to talk about. And then tomorrow, we're at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock on the West Coast, 3 o'clock Central Time. We'll be starting our channel member Zoom call, and we're going to ride that through the game. The game starts at 4:30. So 4 o'clock, we'll go live. Everybody Zooms in. We will watch the game together and call what we see. We're going to keep it 100 around here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call it how we see it. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited for Team USA. I'm excited. My Philadelphia Phillies need to close out the series. I think they're in Arizona. I'm going to the game Thursday, by the way. So I will be at the Citizens Bank Park Thursday evening for the Phillies versus the Nationals, I believe. So if any of my subscribers are in the building, hit me up. We will definitely meet. Oh, I made the light. But yeah, so just looking forward. Mark leaves Cali on Monday. So looking to pick his brain. Listen, he's kind of regretting the going. Honestly, I mean, he did have a couple things that he told me that he accomplished behind the scenes that I'm not at liberty to say, but $5,000 later, to go see dudes practice, and then have to pay extra to get close up is crazy. That's crazy talk, people. But yes, just to wrap up the video, Stephon Gilmore is visiting the Vikings. Brandon Ayuk is down to 2 teams. Steelers, which I guess is a good move for the Steelers, I guess. And going back to the Niners. I hope they trade him. Put in the comments what you think they're going to do. Do you think the Niners are going to keep him? Or are the Niners going to trade Brandon Ayuk? I say they're going to trade him because unless Ayuk says no, but then he's going to have to play on his contract. Niners hold all the cards. So that's the deal. So, it'll be interesting. If I had to pick about Brandon Ayuk, I think I would pick that he gets traded. For the simple reason is you got to capitalize it. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe, are going to be better this year. Look at how they looked. I only saw like a few series. I think they're going to be a better team. But you got to be looking at the Steelers and say, who's going to be my quarterback? Russell Wilson? Justin Fields? It'll be interesting. So, but all right, everybody, I'm rolling home. I'll see everybody 8 o'clock on Primetime Phil. I will put the link in the comments. All right, late.
4-3 stack. Ready? Yeah.
Georgia Tech over the ball. Tom calling signals.
818. 818. Oh, yeah. Hot.
Hands off to Garrick.
You're a dead man!
Stops Garrick for a 2-yard loss.
I don't think you got it, pal.